My dad invited me to his wedding. The bride, the woman he cheated on my mom with. And somehow he was shocked when I said no. My parents were married for 23 years. At least. That's what I used to tell people. Looking back, I don't even know how many of those years were real. I was 19 when everything fell apart. My mom found a hotel receipt in my dad's jacket. He told her it was for a business trip, except the dates didn't match. That one receipt turned into months of lies, then years, then one name kept coming up. Rachel, the woman from his office, the woman he kept telling my mom not to worry about. Turns out she was exactly the person my mom should have worried about. Their divorce was ugly, not because of the money, because my dad kept insisting he'd done nothing wrong. He said things like, I deserve to be happy, or you can't help who you fall in love with. Meanwhile, my mom was trying to figure out how to afford the house by herself. I stopped talking to him for almost a year. Eventually, we slowly started rebuilding our relationship. We'd have lunch every now and then, talk about work, watch football together. But there was one rule: we never talked about Rachel. Then one afternoon, he called me. He sounded excited. I've got some big news. I honestly thought he was retiring. Instead, he said, I'm getting married. I didn't say anything. Then he added, I'd really like you to be there. I asked the question even though I already knew the answer. Who? He sighed. You know who? I laughed, not because it was funny, because I genuinely couldn't believe what I was hearing. You actually expect me to sit there and watch you marry the woman who helped destroy our family? He got quiet. Then he said, that was years ago. I think it's time everyone moved on. I felt my blood boil. Moved on? My mom still flinched every time someone mentioned his name. She'd spent years rebuilding her confidence after wondering why she wasn't enough. I looked at him and said, you got to move on because you got everything you wanted. You got the relationship. You got your fresh start. My mom got therapy. Silence. Then he said something that completely changed the conversation. So you're choosing your mother over your father? I shook my head. No. I'm choosing my values. If I show up to that wedding, I'm telling mom that what happened to her wasn't a big deal, and I'm not doing that. He was angry. He told me I was being immature, that I was holding on to the past. Then he hung up. A week later, my grandmother called, then my aunt, then my cousins. Apparently, my dad had told everyone I refused to support his happiness. Nobody mentioned how he'd built that happiness. A few days before the wedding, my dad called one last time. He asked, is there anything I can say to change your mind? I thought about it for a second. Then I said, yes. You could marry someone who wasn't your affair partner. He didn't answer. The wedding happened without me. My mom and I ordered pizza that night. We watched old movies. We laughed more than we had in months. Do I still love my dad? Yes, he's still my father. But loving someone doesn't mean pretending they didn't hurt the people you love most. Sometimes the hardest thing you'll ever say to family is no. And sometimes it's the right answer.